podcast. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Just one part. Aloha, everybody. It is April 29th. And it is Tuesday. Yeah, I got so much stuff coming up. I was supposed to go for a lab today, but I did it yesterday. Because today is Trump's 100th day in office. Which is, I don't know, I remember this from a long time ago. They just try to, how's the president doing? Let's take a pause and see. First 100 days, what did you get done? But now it's the goal of getting more done than anybody else. The best president ever, and for the best 100 days ever. And I got it's become this benchmark, and that benchmark has kind of fueled disaster. I don't know what they do first 100 days. How do they count that? You know, like January 20th, he's sworn in. So January, February, March, April, 30, 30, 30, 90. And then add 10. So January, February, March, April 20th. Add 10 days. The April 30th, which is tomorrow. So February has one less day. So there you go. Bing. I'm into that conclave counting down. The conclave is going to be May 7th. And yeah, that's a thing. And don't go by the movie. Don't go by the movie. The movie is good for visuals, you know. And if you have absolute, yeah. Cardinals are cardinals to vote for the next pope. That's why they're cardinals. That's the cardinal job description. The pinnacle capstone job, because that's what they do. And so they get called in. They all dorm up in one building in Vatican, and they vote. They get sealed into the Sistine Chapel, and they vote. So, yeah, I don't know how that works when they're sealed in. I guess they can go to the dorm from the Sistine Chapel and then back to yeah. And the curious one I thought was, if you're over 80 years old as a cardinal, you can't vote. It's like, you can't vote. It's not like you can't vote. You don't have to. Because you're 80, they don't want you to be, he's 80 years old. Let him walk. Don't knock him over. You know, they don't want, over 80 years old, they don't want to put the stress on people. But, you know, I'm also thinking that if you're 80 years old and you're voting for your favorite, person to be pope, that you're not going to be hanging around that long as that. So, I don't know. I think there's ulterior thing, but it doesn't matter. they vote and they vote for their freaking thing, and they got two Peters. There's two. Oh, turn this on. Stop. They got two Peters. One of them's Peter Pizza Balla. Pizza Balla? Sort of strange. Pizza Balla? Is that a real Italian name? And then the other one is Peter.
I hear you. Can you hear it? When did it happen? Interesting. Continue. I can see you. Yeah.
Peter.
Sad.
Peter something or other. But the guy's from Rome. He's one of the Anyways, we're going to the Malachi prophecy. Peter of Rome, last pope. Does that guy get elected? I don't know. And so there's another Peter. Anyways. So first 100 days. So he, let's see, pardoned all the January 6th criminals. So there goes the riot on the Capitol, the insurrection. Oh, pardon y'all. And he got out of all of his court things. He starts a trade war by doing this sweeping tariffs. That was April 2nd. But, he went after political enemies. He stuck Doge in there because he gave Elon, he paid $200 billion to Trump. He gave him, like, his own makeup agency of efficiency, which is just cutting agencies out, and all those people got let go.
It's triggering.
It's triggering. Sorry. Yeah, this is like, and then, and the border problem. He couldn't build a wall, so he's going to deport everybody. So everyone didn't have that, mistakes being made with, and having a kind of a prison camp. First he tried Guantanamo Bay. Now he's got to deal with the other thing with was it El Salvador? So he's got the dungeon prison camp, concentration camp down in El Salvador. So he's just throwing people in the gulag instead of a concentration camp. He's got a gulag, and so and then I promise on day one, 24 hours even before.
We're here.
If I'm just elected, before I'm sworn in, after I'm sworn in, he's gonna stop the Ukraine war in 24 hours. He promised over and over and over and over and over. I meant it, and I meant it. I'm gonna do that in 24 hours because he's such a buddy with Putin, right? And then that didn't happen, and he's saying, I was just jesting, I was just joking. Come on, it was just a joke. It was a campaign thing.
Pathetic.
Yeah, pathetic. Exactly. Hey, Ghost Dude Box, really got this going on. So, Meanwhile, Putin is just continuing. They had a ceasefire this.
I can't see you.
And a ceasefire that, and then he kept bombing. And then he had like some ceasefire planned for May 7th. May 7th for Russia is sort of a day where they got in World War II, when the US and Russia were on the same team on the Allies and were going after Nazi Germany into Berlin, and they're collapsing and Hitler's in his bunker. The Russians got to that bunker first, in a sense. They got in there into the depth of Berlin first, just before the Americans. And they're going, we conquered the Nazis. Well, it's like, it's a close finish thing. But their celebration of conquering that evil regime is like a big victory. So they're memorialized that victory, and they're also using it for propaganda. Because now, guess who their enemy evil regime is? It's the Ukrainians. They're painting them the bad way. They're just bombing civilians, and they just want the thing. They just want the thing there. They want Doge was 23. Doge was supposed to save about $2 trillion only, and then it went down to $1 trillion. And Doge only really saved, verifiably, 63 billion. It's quite a, 0.0% from trillions. Meanwhile, Elon's company, Tesla, the electric car company, tanked because the trade wars, you need supplies like steel and aluminum and tariff on China. So it tanked like $122 billion. Many of those billionaires, the bells, many of those billionaires lost tens of billions of dollars. So the report card is kind of 60-40. 40% approval, 60% disapproval. That's his first 100-day victory.
I can't talk.
It's kind of a washout as more and more people discover. Damn. Oh, I didn't clue this up here. Just a second. Here we go. Rush. Okay, to Hawaii's got news. Hawaii news. See? Look, there, Hawaii news, I think. Yeah. Okay, there's a, as the forgiven student loans are unforgiven, they have to pay them back. So bill comes due for many with federal student loans. So everyone going to college, tough TD. Trump jealous because he doesn't have a degree in his Trump University. Hey, you're not gonna get a degree. How much? No, all of this, he just looks at this as that. So COVID, anything Biden, because it's all Biden's fault. It is, isn't it? Biden, it's all your fault. It's your fault because you didn't win. So we have to deal with this guy. Sports. Former Buffalo quarterback was surrounded, so I guess he got having media meddling parents might have caused his slide. Were you picked and then you were not picked? Whatever. So someone got a prank call with that NFL draft or some dumb stuff. DEI student visa ruling sealed as reprieve.
I'm inside it.
Hey, back in the day already. Remember 1988? It was a wonderful year. You just want to relax, just go and sing with your friends and put on the what do you call it? The beret. And you go, Jean Louette, Jean Louette, French choir. Le Jardin Academy of French Choir, program at Bishop Museum.
To your left.
Kailua students. Definitely do flies. Choir director Olga. Everybody watch Olga. Okay, yeah, that's nice. I know how to pronounce French. Not. I can't try.
Grab.
Can't translate.
Close.
Not fluent at all. Oh, look, it's a political cartoon. Solar, wind, coal. Solar, yay, wind. Oh, look, it's breezy. Coal, hitting the ground. Yeah, that's a backward thing, and also coal is very dirty for the atmosphere. Gee, nothing wrong there, huh? East West Center. East West Center is going to be put out of business because it's DEI. Put out of business. Island education, overhaul, language, electrifying. Oh yeah, congratulations, the UH volleyball, they win. And then Trump grabs.
He hides.
I guess we go this one.
Trump land grab. Threats break accepted norms.
Trump's land grab threats break accepted norms.
The principle of no territorial acquisition by force.
I'm moving.
Is a cornerstone of international law. When a state declares annexation on its own, the international community typically does not recognize the act. Unfortunately, that doesn't deter. I can see you, President Donald Trump, from declaring the U.S. will, quote, go as far as we have to, unquote, to get control of Greenland. Likewise, he will not rule out of military action in his quest to take it back the Panama Canal. Yeah, bring in the troops, right? Panama. These actions are required, Trump says, to ensure America's security. This sounds eerily similar to one of the reasons President Vladimir Putin advanced to justify Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine. The tariff war Trump has declared on our allies was bad enough, but now he is threatening the specter of a hot war to acquire territory. Jim King, Waikiki. Oh, well, thank you, Jim. Thank you, King. Yeah. He's going into these places. Well, he's saying he's gonna
Keep going.
Keep going. He's saying he's gonna go into these places.
Flashlight.
He's saying he's gonna go into the Greenland military, Panama military. He's saying in Gaza, it's already been bombed by, it's obliterated by Israeli forces. He wants to make Mar-a-Lago there. Greenland, I'm sure it's about mineral resources. Greenland, why else? Greenland? Because he wants to go snow, wants to look at the volcanoes. Panama, shipping, economic. He's all about money, money, money. And he's thinking, we'll have a big treasury, and then we'll have it in crypto, and all the money from all these countries will come in. And the tariff with the mega deals, he says he making 200 deals. I made 200 deals. He made 0 deals. There's no. How can you make 200 deals?
They hide.
When there's only 195 countries. So, plus there's no deals. And China is still at 145% tariff. And they're ready to just smash. And Putin's not relenting. Oh, stop, Putin, stop, Vladimir, stop. Putin's still doing what he's doing because they want minerals in Ukraine too.
How are you?
Putin wants to just take over that territory and be ever the more closer without NATO, it being NATO, the whole area. So he wants to get right up to Europe because he wants to dominate like the old Soviet style. So it's all just sort of and the Putin's using North Korean troops to fight Ukrainians and high-fiving Iljan. Hey, you're my buddy. So 100 days. I got one word. It's a. Oh, I think I just knocked my audio off. Okay. This is where I'm going to talk about he gets connected. The people that are going to try to leap on his back to get elected aren't going to be able to, and they're going to try to distance themselves, and it's just going to kind of. So it's still down to midterm elections, and they can still take over the House and the Senate, take it back, possibly. Anyways, there's other ways. There's got to be a way. Anyways, have a wonderful Tuesday. Aloha. It's a nice day. It's a.
It's